Just like that, The Mandalorian Season 3 has come to an end, and we now have to wait until August for the next helping of live-action Star Wars via Ahsoka. So let's break this finale down to officially put S3 to bed. Spoilers, BTW! While taking in this finale, I wondered if I was suffering from a case of Star Wars fan expectations letdown syndrome, in which we all cook up wild theories and speculations based on hearsay, rumors, or in this case, a social media post from one of the main cast members teasing doom and gloom, only to be underwhelmed at what was actually presented by the creators. But even if those elements did slightly suck some of the air out of the finale, they're not the reason it felt a bit flat and less emotionally draining than the previous two season finales. Season 3's finale most definitely suffered from pacing issues due to its sub 40-minute runtime, which didn't seem to allow for any real character growth or focused reflections to take place. The quick pace made some of the scenarios feel overly convenient, and again, outside of some trolling by Mando actor Brendan Wayne, nothing in this episode ever really felt dire for the heroes, which is wild because at the end of episode 7, all we felt was despair. The finale didn't capitalize on what came before it. The stakes just didn't feel as real as they did last week because everything was coming at you so damn fast. One minute, the pace would come to a screeching halt to showcase the Mandalore is coming back to life in some random cave, but then a few seconds later, everyone is jetpacking away to go fight again. There just didn't seem like there was breathing room for any legit narrative exposition to take place. There were no water cooler moments, which has become a staple with Mando season finales. Everything about it just felt too clean and tied up with pretty little bows. Literally. No betrayals, no surprises, just business as usual with the good guys winning Miller Time style. Listen, it's a nice little finale, and it did feature some killer visuals and Mando v Empire action moments, but nice isn't a term I was expecting to use to describe it based on how last week's episode went and all the buzz about broken hearts occurring thanks to the finale. I was expecting to shed some tears, joyful or sad, but I was left feeling a bit ho-hum. In the end, the season was fun and pushed many plot lines forward while also closing old ones and opening new ones to be paid off down the road. But the overly perfect ending for the good guys just didn't stick the landing for the season as a whole. How about some top moments? While there weren't any emotionally charged moments, there were plenty of rad-looking visual moments, so I'm starting with Lady Kryze, your reinforcements have arrived. It never gets old seeing Mandos in action, and this time we got to see them coordinating an aerial assault and cavalry charge to do combat via jetpacks against the Empire. It was a treat for your eyeballs, and you should definitely spend time just watching all the action that goes down in this attack. Seeing the armor and bow with the darksaber was the cherry on top, and I'd never want to be on the opposite end of an armor hammer strike while going full speed with a jetpack on. Up next is the Din v Gideon v Guards v Grogu fight. This was a fun battle that showed Gideon to be a very formidable foe for our heroes while in his suit. He definitely felt more powerful thanks to the suit's mechanics and could carry his own against a highly capable Mando warrior. Even if it was a clone of himself, and yes, I do think the Gideon we've been seeing this season is a clone, so the real deal ain't dead. He showcased why Gideon felt that he could rule the galaxy with a legion of Jedi Mando clones. Having him in the latest Dark Trooper suit really was the upgrade they needed. It was also cool to see Din and Grogu work together as combatants against the guards rather than being saviors of each other. This was a new dynamic for them in which they seemed to fight in tandem, leveraging their skills to best stronger foes. Grogu wasn't just using the Force to save Din, he was using it in conjunction with him to turn the tide. This will be their dynamic moving forward, and I'm down for more. And the last moment of note is the Bo v Gideon with Din and Grogu tag team. Again, this finale shined via its visuals and action set pieces, and this battle was no different. The Bo and Gideon bout was a bit more even thanks to the darksaber, which ended up being the only real serious death featured in the finale, but their duel was still impactful. Then, to pay off on the season-long lesson that Mandos are better together, Din and Grogu show up to turn the tide for Bo, reinforcing this trio's ties, which have only been bolstered throughout this season. It showcased how they all came full circle from the premiere, in which she wanted nothing to do with Din's quest, yet now she's standing in battle with them to defeat a major foe. Oh, and who wants to tell Kanan that you can use the Force to save yourself and others from an explosive fireball? Too bad the Jedi weren't better at sharing their Force tricks. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subbing to our YouTube channel. We'd also love for you to join in with our weekly Star Wars podcast. So use the links in this video's description or head to StarWarsTime.net to subscribe to the platform of your choice. There's always time for Star Wars time, and remember, if you listen to the Star Wars Time show, the Force will be with you, always.